This is Aamir Qutub from the Dumb Monkey Show, and we had an insightful and interesting conversation with Raymond Rodriguez. And Raymond threw a lot of golden nuggets out there. He talked about some tools that is actually making his life more productive and more efficient. And one of the tools that stood out to me was Perplexity.
Something that I was using on the way here today was Perplexity, right? And while driving, if anyone's used the Perplexity voice mode, it's absolutely amazing. I just turned it on one day. I'm thinking it's probably not going to be any good. It'll probably just give me great cited, up-to-date information, but it literally seemed to be integrated within iOS. So before you know it, it's doing emails for me, creating drafts, telling me what's on my calendar. It's like a supercharged, like executive assistant. No offense, Rosemary, but it's so cool. Like I'm driving on the freeway and it's telling me, these are my 5 meetings today. These are the 3 projects that the decision makers in the meetings are working on, and this is what you should probably be steering the conversation towards.
Fantastic.
So helpful, right?
Now, I'm a big fan of Perplexity too, and I've been using it a lot, and I've tried different versions or levels of Perplexity. And some of the use cases that Raymond talked about actually apply to specific versions. So let's uncover different versions of Perplexity and what you get with each version and what you can do with those versions as well. So Perplexity started as an AI search tool. So if you take Google and marry it with ChatGPT, what you get out of it is Perplexity. It's a large language model based tool. So you can talk to it in natural language. It can scroll the internet for you and provide you the best results. And the results that you get from it are much better than ChatGPT search or Copilot search, and of course, much better than what you get in Google. So, overall, from a search perspective, it's a great tool, but now it is providing more and more add ons to make the overall research experience much better. So, Perplexity is a free version, and I'm going to refer to my screen here. In the free version, you get 5 pro searches per day, but you can do more and more searches, but 5 of them are like really deep searches. You can do basic searches, but you cannot upload file over there. And in terms of data privacy, it can actually use the data that you are putting in to train its model like any other version. So if you're using free version of ChatGPT or Claude, then most likely they can use your data to train your models. So if you're not paying for these models, you are training these models. However, with Perplexity, because you are using it similar to Google, you are searching for things and Google is actually reading your data and utilizing that. So similar to that, Perplexity is reading the data that you are putting in and utilizing that if you are using a free version. Now they have a pro model or paid model, which costs $20 per month for individual users. It's 20 US dollars and it's 40 US dollars for the enterprise users. Now, some of the use cases that Raymond was talking about was about deep research, where you have the ability to go and look for a data and do more detailed research. So that's something that's available with the pro version, where you can ask it to do a research on a particular topic and it can come back to you with a very detailed research. Now, deep research is something that's available in the paid versions of ChatGPT as well. And I would argue that the deep research component of ChatGPT is actually the best among all of the assistants that I have tried because it provides you with the most comprehensive research. Microsoft Copilot 365 have got their own researcher agent as well that does a decent job with doing that deep research. So if you haven't tried any of these functions, I would definitely encourage you to do that, because these deep research agents, and especially the ones with ChatGPT and Copilot, can actually look within your files, within your emails, within your meetings, but can also look externally and do a very detailed research and provide you with some amazing insights that would generally take a consultant 2 or 3 days to research and put together and provide that information to you. Now, another thing that Perplexity Pro version provides is called Perplexity Labs. So, Perplexity Labs is an experimental AI tool, but what it allows you to do is if you say, can you do me a research on this, or can you build me a list or a dashboard, then it can not only do a market research, but gather all of that data, convert into charts, and actually build you a dashboard, a live dashboard that you can share with your clients, share with your team members, and so on. And it doesn't stop at building the dashboards. It can build some basic websites to show that research or data. It can build you presentations, documents, and a lot more. Now, dashboards is something that ChatGPT and Copilot currently struggles with. And that's something that I've tried with Perplexity Labs and it works out really well. However, when it comes to the presentations, I have seen that Microsoft Copilot, especially when it's used with PowerPoint, does a much better job than ChatGPT or Perplexity Labs. Now, another feature that you get with Perplexity Pro is that you can turn on a setting that restricts Perplexity from using your data for training. And then if you are using the Perplexity Enterprise Pro version, then it never collects your data. So your data is safe and secure from that perspective. Then Raymond and I talked about the Comet browser by Perplexity. So Comet is basically an AI enabled browser, which means that AI is integrated within the browser. What it means is that you can actually ask the browser to perform certain actions on your behalf. You can ask it to go and fill a form or find specific information from a particular website or from your emails or post a job to multiple portals. And I have shared a few videos of how I use Comet browser. So I'll definitely encourage you to have a look at those. Now, Comet at the moment is on an invite only basis, and Raymond was the first person to get an invite. I could not wait to get an invite. So I subscribed to Perplexity Max version, which is 200 US dollars per month. And it gives you a direct access to the Comet browser. And that's the browser that I have been using. And I can confidently say that has changed my browsing experience. And then the final thing that Raymond talked about, which I haven't explored myself, is the Perplexity mobile app and the shortcuts by Perplexity, which means it integrates with your mobile phone and you can ask Perplexity to take certain actions on your phone. So it could be about looking into the messages, tweaking settings, and things like that. And that's something that I have to explore myself and give it a go. If you haven't started with the Perplexity journey yet, I would definitely encourage you to start with the Perplexity free version and go up from there. And I'll see you in the next episode.